Billie Eilish in tears after Nat Wolff's $100 million gesture. Nobody, and I mean nobody, saw this coming. What started as a quiet, low key relationship between Billie Eilish and Nat Wolff has now turned into one of the most shocking, emotional, and unbelievable moments of the year. And it all came down to $100 million gesture that left Billy completely shattered, in tears, and unable to even speak. Sources close to Billy say she had been feeling emotionally overwhelmed in recent weeks between her music, pressure from fans, and trying to protect her private life. Billy had been quietly struggling. Nat, on the other hand, had been acting different, more distant, more secretive, more intentional. At first, Billy thought nothing of it, but deep down, she could feel something was coming, something big. It all happened during what Billy believed was just a simple private dinner. No cameras, no press, just her and Ned. But the moment she walked into the room, she froze. The entire space had been transformed into something out of a movie. Candles everywhere, soft music playing, and in the center of it all, Nat Wolff, standing there, holding a small envelope. Billy's heart started racing. She knew this wasn't normal. Nat slowly walked towards her, his hands slightly shaking. And then he said something that would change everything. I didn't just want to love you, I wanted to build something that protects you forever, he said. Billy looked confused, emotional, already tearing up. That's when Nat handed her the envelope. Inside, legal documents, property deeds, ownership papers, and then it hit her. Nat had just transferred assets worth over $100 million into her name, a private estate, music rights investments, luxury properties, all for her. The moment she understood what she was holding, Billy completely lost it. Tears started streaming down her face, her hands were shaking, she couldn't even speak. This wasn't just a gift, this was a lifetime commitment, a statement, a risk, a sacrifice, and it was all coming from a place of love so intense it overwhelmed her. Why would you do this? Through tears, Billy finally whispered, Nat, why would you do something like this? And his response, even more heartbreaking, he said, because I see how much you carry, and I wanted to take some of that weight off you, even if it cost me everything. At that moment, Billy covered her face and cried harder than ever before. Love, oh, too much pressure? But not everything about this moment felt like a fairy tale, because behind the emotion, there was also fear. That kind of gesture, it changes everything. It raises expectations, it creates pressure, and Billy wasn't sure she was ready for that. Witnesses say Billy had to sit down, completely overwhelmed. At one point, she reportedly said, This is too much. I don't know if I deserve this. And that's when things took an unexpected turn. Instead of smiling, celebrating, the room filled with silence, heavy, emotional, uncertain. Fans were divided. As news of this shocking gesture spread, fans are completely split. Some are calling Nat's moves the most romantic thing ever, others say it's way too extreme, and some are worried this could change Billy forever. Because let's be honest, $100 million gesture isn't just love, it's a life altering decision. So, what happens next? Right now, Billy hasn't made any public statement. Nat has gone completely silent, and insiders say their relationship is now at a critical turning point. Will this bring them closer than ever? Or will the weight of this moment pull them apart? So, one thing is clear, this wasn't just a romantic gesture, this was a moment that shook Billie Eilish to her core. A moment that made her cry, not just from love, but from the overwhelming reality of what it all means. Billie Eilish in tears after Wolff's $100 million gesture, fans left in shock. Nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, saw it coming. What started as a quiet, low key relationship between Billy and Nat has now turned into one of the most emotional and shocking love stories in recent memory. And when Nat made that gesture, Billy didn't just react, she broke down completely. It started with silence. For weeks, fans noticed something strange. Billy, usually expressive, playful, and connected, had gone quiet. No cryptic posts, no late night lives, no subtle hints, just silence. Rumors began swirling. Are they okay? Did something happen between Billy and Nat? Why does she look so drained lately? Insiders claim Billy had been emotionally overwhelmed, struggling to balance fame, pressure, and her feelings. And behind the scenes, things between her and Nat were complicated. What Billy didn't know was that Nat had been planning something huge. Not just flowers, not just a romantic dinner. We are talking about $100 million gesture. Yes, you heard that right. $100 million gesture. Sources close to Nat revealed he had been working quietly for weeks, meeting with designers, agents, and even charitable foundations. But this wasn't just about the money, it was about proving something to Billy. It all went down at a private oceanfront estate, completely lit with soft golden lights, candles flickering in the wind, and a piano playing Billy's favorite melodies. Billy arrived thinking it was just a small, intimate evening, but the moment she stepped in, she froze. Her hand slowly covered her mouth, her eyes widened. Nat, what's this?